Hello, Internet, and if this isn't a surprise, I don't know what is. I have finally gotten around to videoing the book opinions for The Girl of Fire and Thorn. So today I'm going to talk about the first one, The Girl of Fire and Thorn by Rae Carson. This is a part of a trilogy, so the other videos will come to follow. So this first book is about the character Alyssa, and she has just been married off to a king of another country. Now there's a lot of problems going into this because this kingdom is currently at war. It's not an official war, but the northern tribes have been in a lot of battles with the aggressors from the north, and Alyssa has to figure out what to do. She's now all of a sudden a queen, but is not an acknowledged one. And she's also a Godstone bearer, and this means that she is a chosen one of God. So she's struggling with the idea that she is supposed to be some great hero. She's supposed to do some great thing and save the world in some way because she's the Godstone bearer. Of course, God would put her on earth to fix something, right? But there's a lot of struggles that go on. There's some magical elements. There's a lot about the war and politics and how that can affect a person and a nation. Now, while those are all fine and good, and I love those themes, there are two particular themes I want to talk about, and the first is self-love. Now, in this book, Alyssa is not your normal heroine. She is heroine. She's not a drug. I'm sorry. She's not your normal hero. Let's say it like that. She is not athletic at all. She is a lot like me, I would say, and that's probably why I connected with her so much. She's overweight. She is not athletic. She talks about how she struggles to get upstairs because, like, it takes the breath out of you, and girl, can I understand that? And she doesn't look the same as everyone else. She's not graceful and thin like her sisters, so she doesn't see herself as a worthy Godstone bearer because she doesn't acknowledge herself as good enough. Like, she can see how she's beautiful and she can see how she is talented and that she could have worth, but she hasn't fully acknowledged it. And so throughout this and throughout her adventures of her trying to fix the problems of the kingdom and fix the problems of the tribes up north, she discovers that she is capable, that you don't have to be athletically built or super graceful to be a great hero. She's determined to prove her worth. She's determined to do these great feats that others can do. And she's determined to actually be a good Godstone bearer. And she struggles with her self-image. And there's one point in the book that I really love. And it's when, after this huge long journey, she goes and takes a bath, and she's sitting there naked, and she realizes how beautiful she is. Because this body that before she saw as nothing than like a sausage stuffed into a dress is now a strong body capable of crossing deserts and doing great adventures and doing things she never thought herself capable of. I find this so important because for me, it's really hard to see myself as a hero because so many times the heroes in books are fit and athletic, and it seems that even if they're not, they have an easier time being able to do these great adventures. And it's not common to see characters that are overweight do these same great and grand things, and to see a girl who, yes, she struggled, and yes, it wasn't easy, but her determination got her through, and it showed that she is just as capable as being a hero as anyone else. Being a hero isn't limited to what you look like or how you're built. It's limited to your heart and how determined you are to succeed. And I think that's such an important lesson, and that's one of the main things that I took away from the book. Now, while that's not a major plot, the major plot has to do with the war, has to do with the religion, has to do with being a Godstone bearer. I thought that was an important subplot to kind of mention. The fact that Rae Carson writes a book where we see a strong female character, and it's not her being demoted to a love interest. Because in a lot of YA books, I find that the female character is depicted as a strong girl, and while she is, while you get deeper into the book, it's almost as if she's just living for the romance, for this person she's going to get with, rather than for the adventure. She's not being the hero, she's being the love interest. And here, while there is some romance and stuff, we clearly see that Elisa is the hero, not the love interest. Like, she can be in love, but in the end, she's the hero of the story. The reason why this is so like crucial to me is because it's a lot easier to see hero versus love interest when the character is a male character. It's so clear. The writer is so good at putting the heroism of the character first and letting you see that and not letting them be overshadowed by their love interest. However, with many female characters, they tend to be overshadowed by their love versus by the fact that they're actually the hero of the story. And of course, this isn't just across the board, and I'm not trying to make grand generalizations. This is just something I've seen and something that I'm glad that Rae Carson didn't do, because I love that I got to see this determined girl struggle in trying to be a hero and see her self-worth and see that she is capable of being a hero. So, Girl of Fire and Thorns, I would recommend you pick it up. It was a book that I really loved because of some of the discussions they have. Now, there's other discussions in here about religion, about people groups, about cultures, and those are important, but of course, I can't just spend 30 minutes talking about the book. I don't think many people other than me would want to see that. So that's all I got for you today. That's my book opinion. If you have read this book or you're interested in it, comment below. What did you think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you like Alyssa as a character? Did you see what I saw in the book? Did you see something else? Just comment below and let me know. If you are interested in following me on any other social media platforms, all the links are down below. Subscribe if you like what you're seeing and ring the little bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. So that is it. Goodbye, internet, and know that you can be a hero too.